Hi, I'm Harriet. I'm here to discuss and to set up a golf tournament to raise money for the local park so that people in wheelchairs and the deaf and the blind and anybody else who wants to go to the park has access. I grew up deaf. My parents are both deaf, and I went to a public school in Tennessee. I prefer to use ASL.
Hi, my name is Sean Brown, and this is a video on raising money for a local park. We have just broken from a committee, and we are getting ready to talk about how we're going to raise this money to be able to fund things that the local park community wouldn't necessarily fund. Harry, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you're trying to accomplish with this, with raising money for the park?
Well, we want to earn money so that people in wheelchairs and the blind and anybody else or any of the other children who want to go and play have access, and any of the adults also can use facilities like the frisbee golf area, have access or have wheelchair access there for the adults. Also, we thought about changing the surface to rubber, or the surface on the playground to rubber, so it's easier for the wheelchairs to maneuver and glide over. And also for the entrance of the park and walkways, they're wooden and gravel, and we thought about replacing them or adding more dirt to them so it makes it easier to walk on and for the wheelchairs to maneuver on. Really, we just want anyone to have access and to be able to enjoy the park. That's really it. Do you think we can do that? What do you think?
Absolutely, I think we can do something like that. Did you have kind of a budget, what you were looking for? I mean, are we looking to raise a lot of money, or are we looking to just raise a little bit of money? What's your game plan as far as your budget on this?
Well, the reason we're doing this and setting this up isn't necessarily to earn money and pay for the park and improve the park. So we're doing this and getting involved with this to earn money so the park is more accessible and open to everyone. Um, Really, whether we earn a lot or a little bit of money isn't really important. What we want to try and prioritize those things that make the park more accessible. And if we have money or whatever money we have left over, we can still use that to pay and improve other and fix other things with the park.
think it's a great goal, and I would be ecstatic to get on board with something like this. And um, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, the golf tournaments that I've generally done have raised anywhere between $65,000 and $80,000. Is that, are we close to the kind of ballpark we're talking about as far as figures?
Yeah, that's over the top. That would be great. Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, good. I could tell. Well, let me kind of give you a game plan. Let me tell you how this happens. What we basically do is we set up a golf tournament, and instead of it being a tournament, we're calling it a golf marathon. And with this golf marathon, the golfers will try to play around 100 holes of golf. In a typical golf tournament, you have a lot of golfers, and they're just playing 18 holes of golf. Well, this one will be a marathon that will last all day long. And the reason why we choose 100 holes of golf is it gives the golfer a opportunity to be able to go out and raise funds from a little, not as many people, but you still can get a whole lot of money in.
How do we attract people and inform them about the event? And how do we go about setting this up? And where are we going to set it up? Is there a strict process we have to go through?
Well, the exciting thing is, I think, believe it or not, there will be people in this community that would agree with you. What we do is take a look at some of your other donor bases of things where maybe you've done some fundraising in the past. Friends, neighbors, people who, co-workers, and you just start getting the word out. We also can offer some really exciting prizes that would attract people to come and be a part of this, and get involved with local Chamber of Commerce, Rotary clubs. They're always looking for opportunities to do some sort of charity work, Lions clubs, things of that nature, where we can just start making contact after contact to invite them to be a part, because it really is a community project, not just, your project.
That sounds great. I really want to make this possible and set everything up. Um, how quickly do you think we can set this up?
Well, obviously, it takes a little bit of time to be able to get that many people. What we're trying to find, if I had to set a game plan out, would be to find 72 golfers that would be able to come and be a part of this, and that would be a goal. If we got a little bit less, that would be all right. Each one of those golfers would try to raise about $1,000, and so it would take time for them to raise money. We need to find a golf course that would allow us to use the property all day. We need time for the funds to come in. Also, we need time to be able to go to the local community and ask them to be able to contribute to helping us pay for some of the expenses that we'll have with prizes and the golf course. And it's about, I would say, it's a 2 to 3 month process, but in the end, it will raise a lot of money.
$72 golfers. Okay. And how do we go about finding a place and deciding where we want to do it? And will we have to pay them to use their facility?
Yeah, they're still a business, so of course we'll have to pay them, unless of course it is a local golf course in the community.